recommend to kind of anyone really is just to take your vitamins. Like, the worst thing that can happen, of course injuries happen, you can't not control injuries, you can try and prevent them, you know, work on stuff in the gym, but illnesses, just for simply taking a couple of vitamins, just helps boost your immunity to just little things when you're going out and about. Just little simple ones: multivitamin, omega-3s, and then because I live in England, vitamin Ds, because we don't get enough sunlight. We do a little in the summer, in the winter we barely get sunlight. Have a little vitamin C, bit of zinc in there. Can't really complain. Got to boost my immunity somehow. Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. Another day, another pre-season friendly. This one against a strong Melksham side. Might be the step above us. Big team, big game. It's always nice getting a big game in pre-season, getting used to the nerves, the feeling of them. But first, let's have some breakfast and then head off to the gym to do some mobility. Quite a chill day today. Gonna kind of eat clean, show what I eat in the day. That's gonna be a big focus today, as well as gonna go to the gym, do some mobility, some stretches, and then get myself all prepared for the game. Good little mobility session just done. Nothing too crazy, just some basics, get my body moving. I'm gonna be sat driving for a long time, so get my body moving before the drive, and as well with my activation, you know, will be very important for me. But I'm gonna now have some lunch, refuel, probably make my food as well for the game ahead. Nice, simple dinner that. Bagel's a bit burnt, but 2 eggs, 2 toast, some cheese to make it a bit tastier. Bit of sauce in there. Not too bad, this will be a kind of staple lunch for me for games. Get the eggs in and the yolk, good stuff in that. Energy, decent calories. Make some dinner about 3-ish and then head down to the game just before 4. Longest journey, but not as bad as it's been before. Go-to meal has been made, kind of a standard. I mean, as of right now, outside it's looking a bit windy, but of course I am 2 hours away, about 100 miles away from where I'm playing tonight. That's a standard meal. I'll make that pretty much every single game, regardless. Well, depends. If it's an early kickoff, I'll, you know, try and get some eggs down me, but I'm not gonna be, if it's a 1 o'clock kickoff, I'll probably won't be able to eat that, just because of how early eating pasta is. I'll probably just have a breakfast, but most games, evenings, 3 o'clocks, even 2 o'clock, I'll be able to get that down. That's for in the car though, I'm gonna eat that on the way there, so I'm not gonna have it just now. Gonna get my bag ready and chill, do some chores, and should be all good to go. Time to head off, it's about 4 o'clock. Let's get going. So the Melksham highlights are here. Thanks to Melksham, just on the YouTube, just kind of screen record it, but go check out their channel. You know, they've got all their games And there's also the full highlights from this game. Starting off, they were on the front foot early, balls in the box. That one luckily just got them wide. Then, I kind of strike an essential ball to two big centre backs against our smaller forward. Ball bobbles through and comes out 1v1. I stop in my set. Easiest finish he's going to have any day. I've got it slowed down here. I should be coming out, and as soon as I stop now, it's game over for me. It's the easiest finish he's going to have. 1-0 down. About 20 minutes in, then balls kind of me adjusting my set. I'm not really happy there with how close to the front post I'm going regarding how far wide it is and the rebounding going over. But same here, I set so early. I don't think I should come out looking back at it, but that's upon reflection, of course. But once I said I'm at my front, the ball's kind of dies, comes back out. I should set more towards the middle now. That ball's outside the width of the box. I should be nowhere near the front post. Ball comes in, and it's just kind of mayhem still. And that is the finish. Bit annoying, because I think being set towards more of the middle, I'd have had a chance of saving that. Of course, good finish, and he hits into the ground, but I feel like I should be, dealing with that a bit better. Once again, ball out wide, I'm set at that front post. I recognise this within the game, actually. I was like, I'm really close to my front post here. But once again, ball hooked up to the back post and just goes headed back across goal. And luckily I make my save, but short corner, nice and quick. We don't put two men against their two. It's a 2v1. Takes on the midfielder here. Has a shot, not the best area. I get away with it. I, of course, want him to go down the line, but forcing him into traffic is it's also not a bad idea. But into the second half here, and this ball is a beauty looking back on it. At the time, I was frustrated, of course. The second time I've been gone round, but it's never my ball. And once again, I stop. I think if I take an extra step there, he has to go wide. He has to take a bigger touch. So, it's easy to reflect, but us playing out, we lose the ball. I come and, don't stop this time. And, here, I make a good save. I'm not really stopping. Just come make myself big, I make the save. So I'm happy with that save. I'm very happy with it. But from the resulting corner, you go 2v2, we go support him. And to be fair play to the striker. Does a good job. Little nick just before the tackle comes in. Penalty. I'm not saving that. I've dived, I've gone for the right foot wrap, and it just hasn't paid off. But once again, just a lot of pressure from Melksham. They were very good, but to be fair to kind of the forwards, which I haven't really highlighted at all this game, pressed well. We get numbers in the box, and it's a pretty special goal that. But once again, a bit annoying, but that was full time. One to learn for sure. Right, it's been a couple of days since the game. Upon reflection, it's not my best game. Really wasn't too happy with kind of the performance, but it's pre-season. I'm allowed to get away with poor games in a sense, as long as I learn from them. Big thing, as I spoke through kind of with the analysis, that front post, I've got to be able to, when that ball goes outside the width of the box, I've got to be able to get back to the middle, being able to give myself a chance to go and attack the balls that come into the box, or potentially be able to travel to make saves regarding if the header is won. As well as that, the 1v1 thing was a big thing. Of course, 2 goals come from it. If I'm going to go, I've got to keep going. As I make my save. In the second half, it's a good save, but I don't stop. I'm positive, and I just go for the ball instead of kind of trying to anticipate what the striker's going to do. Because once I stop, it's all in the striker's hands. All he's got to do is carry on his run, and it's the easiest finish he's going to have all day. Look, it's one to learn from. They were a good side. They're going to do well in their league, in the league above. They're tit for playoffs and whatnot, but we've got our season ourselves to focus on them. We've got some bright, good expectations for this year. So next week is the start of the season. Wow. Can't wait to get back into it, and I will see all of you then.